ML here with you, 9 minutes with Mike Lindsley. Rosie's Corner. It is a Fish Friday. Come on down for the lunch version or the dinner entree. You can, of course, pair it with the mac and cheese, the coleslaw, and of course, the French fries as well. Sandwich version, entree version, you name it. Both lunch and dinner available here at Rosie's Corner. They've also got the pizza wing combinations going all day here. I would say the garlic parm wings are must try. The gold fevers are must try. They have other entrees like burgers and stuffed shells and things of that sort. So make sure you come on down here to Rosie's Corner, a proud ML Sports Platter sponsor. They're also on Grubhub, and make sure you like their Facebook page and follow them on Instagram. They are looking for workers here as well. So if you want to get into a little bit more of the work field, looking to make some extra coin, make sure you come on down here to Rosie's and fill out an application. Rosie's Corner is a proud ML Sports Platter sponsor. I want to get into the Major League Baseball trade deadline as I record this. We're about 4.5, 5 hours away from the end of it. Still some guys who haven't been moved yet. Keep an eye on Colorado with Gray and Trevor Story. Keep an eye on the Chicago Cubs with Chris Bryant. Could there be a chance they move Javi Baez? I don't think they're going to move Baez. I think they're just going to keep him and build around him, much like Washington, and more on them in a minute, is doing with Juan Soto, for example. I would keep a strong eye on the Minnesota Twins. I would keep an eye on Texas. So there's a bunch of players to be had probably there. Jose Berrios, a starter for Minnesota, has been rumored to go a bunch of different places here the last couple months. So should be interesting to follow to see where guys go. Obviously, when you go for it and you go get big time players, you have to give up a lot usually, and the farm system is the place where you do that. And it's just a matter of do teams want to give away that many prospects for just a 2-month rental, when in 2 months many of these teams can just go out and try to sign them as free agents. Anthony Rizzo now and Joey Gallo going to the New York Yankees. Let's get into that a little bit. Rizzo's obviously a core member of that championship team in 2016 for the Chicago Cubs. Unbelievable clubhouse guy. He hits from the left side. He is a power guy. Go figure. The Yankees finally got a lefty with power with a short right field porch. Wow, what an amazing combination. What a great thought, huh? Long overdue on that. They've had too many right-handed hitters, too much power from the right-hand side. Judge and Stanton and Torres and Voit and all Clint Frazier and all these guys, right-handed hitters, over and over again. Now you have a little bit of a different look. You've got Rizzo from the left side, sure. Hits with power, just like those guys, will strike out a bunch, could get exposed by superior pitching if the Yankees even make the postseason, but it brings you a different look. It gives you a lefty, and of course, he plays a very, very good first base, and he can DH. Who can't DH? Joey Gallo is a little bit different. Now, he's hitting only, around 200 for the season. I think he's hit .88 the last few weeks, which is not good. Strikes out a ton, and he'll probably be exposed in the postseason if the Yankees get there as well. But he is, again, another lefty bat, provides versatility, some balance, gives you a different look. And in the outfield, he can play first, he can play some third, he can play first, left, and right, fields. So that could do some things. Gio Urshela, you keep him at third. Gleyber Torres is not a real true shortstop. I will give him credit. He has played, better as of late. But if you keep him there, and then you have LeMahieu at second, the dream scenario obviously is to get a real shortstop, move Torres to second, LeMahieu at first, trade Luke Voit, but his value isn't as high as it used to be. He led the whole league in home runs last year. Definitely should have traded him while his value was high. Well, you already have all the other guys who hit for power from the right-hand side. There's no question about it. So I do like overall the moves. The Yankees aren't paying for Rizzo, aren't paying for Gallo the rest of this year. Rizzo then becomes a free agent. Joey Gallo is under control for 2022 in the Bronx. So that's something to take a peek at there. It's got to be the end of Brett Gardner's days. I would assume that the Yankees are going to try to look at trading Clint Frazier and Miguel Andujar, but again, their value used to be really, really high. Now it's not. Do teams even want those guys? I'm not sure, but Joey Gallo has to be in the conversation next year as far as playing In the outfield, the Yankees are still hoping to get Aaron Hicks back, which is a joke. What a terrible contract that was. It's 7 years and $75 million. Oh, horrible contract. So the Yankees have the Stanton contract, the Hicks contract. I think the Cole contract in due time will be a problem as well. But as far as right now, they're trying to get to the playoffs. I think they'll be exposed big time in the playoffs. A lot of the same problems, lacking starting pitching. Now Cole's looking pretty shaky the last several starts, except for maybe one or two. And then, you can't hit with guys in scoring position. The bullpen is vulnerable now. You can't trust Chapman. You can't trust Britton. Loizaga, right now, it's an up and down situation. So this is, this is a team that's just kind of walking the tightrope right now, trying to get into the postseason. We'll see what happens with the Yankees. Elsewhere, I like the Oakland A's move, picking up Starling Marte. That's a good one. They gave up Luzardo, though, to get him, which kind of surprised me that, the A's try to protect those young arms. But Marte is a big-time overall player and hitter, and so I think he'll help Oakland. Very athletic type as well. You can kind of move him around. And then the Dodgers are pretty much crossing T's and dotting I's in terms of picking up Trey Turner and picking up Max Scherzer from the Washington Nationals. The rich get richer. The defending World Series champs, of course, have Trevor Bauer on leave because of his off-the-field situation, the investigation. What do? You replace him with a Hall of Famer in Max Scherzer. And with Trey Turner, I'm telling you right now, I saw him come up with the Syracuse Chiefs in the Washington Nationals organization. Really, really, really good kid. Strong in so many facets of the game. Kills you on the bases with his speed, hits for average and power, great clubhouse guy, and is under control next year for the Dodgers as well. So what you're doing here, and remember, they're waiting for Corey Seager to get back. Seager comes back, you get Trey Turner, you play him right at second base. That ends this year, and then, going into next year, 2022 comes around, assuming we have baseball and we don't strike forever. You don't have to go out and try to get the big shortstop. You can ride it out a little bit, see if Trey Turner's even a good fit for you, and then sign him long term. That's a good thing for the Dodgers. I mean, you can just plug Trey Turner right in, to that shortstop position and work it from there, and not go out and hand another huge couple $100 million contract to somebody. A couple of teams I'm waiting to see if moves will be made. Obviously, looking at the possibility of the Mets, trying to do something here. This is a club that, they gotta make a move at some point. They need a third baseman, no question. San Diego has been active, of course. Thought for a little bit there that they were going to get both Turner and Scherzer. But, San Diego's a pretty darn good team right now. And they're going for it as well, as they should, them and the Giants and the Dodgers. As far as American League movement, I mean, maybe, Brad Hand's already gone to the Toronto Blue Jays, for example. I'm not sure, the Red Sox going to pull something off. They're going to get Chris Sale back, of course. That's going to be a big thing for them. But then everybody else, you don't really look at anything happening. I mean, Cleveland ain't going to make any moves. The Royals are done. The Twins probably going to move a couple guys out. Tigers are where they are. Not a lot of other movement with teams. I mean, the Angels have so many bad contracts. What can they get for Band-Aids to fix that situation? They're a non-playoff team again. Every single time I look at it, it's like, oh, Shohei Ohtani just homered again. But the Angels lost. So, best player in baseball, and Mike Trout, when he's healthy, he's out now. Now Shohei Ohtani's best player in baseball. They're still a non-playoff team. It's remarkable what's going on out there. So there's a little bit on the MLB trade deadline. We'll see what other moves are out there by 4 o'clock today. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Mike L Sports for some of the latest. Rosie's Corner, place to be here today. Fish Friday with your mac and cheese, coleslaw, French fries, etc. And of course, you can stop in for lunch or dinner, plus pizza, wings, pasta, burgers, hot and cold subs, and more here at Rosie's Corner. Desserts to go, salads and Pepsi products are in the cooler. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.